So who
Ski
do we got
mask.
in here? We got Stancil, Mead, Ski Mask.
Stancil, Mead,
Bobo.
Bobo, and Stevie Lew.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Dude,
shout out
packed
Bobo.
fucking house tonight. All right. Over the
Kids of the
weekend,
five
boys,
family.
mancation. That's where they were at. All right. So I was like, you know what? I'll put out some one-on-ones on the Patreon. Got a lot more subscribers fast than I thought we would. So thank you guys for that. We got some fucking chaos in the building tonight. White Jimmy Martinez. I'll say it again. White Jimmy Martinez. Stevie Lew joins the program tonight.
What up? What up?
Woo! The classic Bobo. You know him from Compound Media. Bobo is here. He's getting on the channel, man. He likes the show. We're like, fuck, dude, please come on. Absolutely.
Big get.
Absolutely. Massive get.
Big fan of Bobo. I love him.
Absolutely.
Bobo.
But
Yes. And
great
Paul
to see it.
Fenz.
What's happening, boys?
What's going
Legend.
on? What's going on out there? You guys are a little distracted by the Mets game. Are they fucking playing right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they're,
have no
beating,
interest.
they're beating the Red Sox right now. So we got.
Oh yeah, you got the Red Sox hat on. They got a Mets hat on. This is going to be a whole fight inside of a fight. I mean, there's
this
what?
guy, this fucking guy. Fuck
This
these
is-
guys.
You're a Boston fan too?
Yeah, I told you before. I'm from New Rochelle, New York, but my grandfather was a World War II Marine, and he hated the Yankees already. So Ted Williams was also a Marine in World War II. So he kind of he transitioned, kind of like Caitlyn Jenner. He transitioned from to a Red Sox fan, and he raised us all to be trannies too. So
Fuck yeah. Well, back when
Good
ball
excuse.
players were
Fuck you.
men. Shit.
I got a lot of shit growing up in New York as a Red Sox fan, but it also kind of made me tough. The kind of guy who could take on guys like, Jimmy Martinez, fucking, Alex Engelberg. Tough dudes out there,
Yeah, you got to be prepared for something like that. They're loud. They're out there. They're going to get in your face. So you never once tried to hide it that you're a Red Sox fan, so you're probably prepared. I've heard some horror stories come out of there.
Yeah, I know Alex has a knife on her at all times, but I also have a fucking knife on me at all times. So.
Oh boy, so Fenz, you're coming in hot with the SS haircut, dude. How you doing, man? It's your first fucking Zoom call.
Yeah, this is literally my first Zoom call ever.
That's awesome.
I don't like participating in Chinese communist propaganda, but for you guys, I'll do it.
Appreciate that, dude. Is that a Leonard Skinner shirt and a Budweiser? What's going on?
This is a homemade cut-off Skinner shirt.
Fuck yeah.
And a Bud Diesel, baby. It's just
dude,
full
you're
1776.
just fitting the whole profile, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Stereotype more than a profile.
I would call it a walk-in stereotype. Absolutely.
It's amazing. I mean, you have to come on the show more.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. So I guess you guys saw what did we do? A one-on-one with OVO, and you guys commented on the Twitter, and I was like, oh, you guys must have had some beefs. Don't know what's going on with that. I guess, would you say he was a red bar lobbyist? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, he's a fucking red band dick sucker. That's what he is. I'd be more specific.
Somebody fill me in on what the red bar.
Yeah,
I don't know what a red bar is.
I hear way too much about this. I don't. Is that a show?
I'm in the same boat.
The only reason why I know about this cocksucking prick is because he was on Compound Media for like 2 months while I was there back in the day. He's a fucking no-named nobody from Chicago. He tried to be a comedian out in Chicago, and he couldn't even make a fucking splash in the Chicago comedy scene. So he fell into like this little echo chamber niche internet live show that he has, where he's basically like he's like what do they call it? A stan. He's like a smart mark, for comedy. He fucking loves comedy, but he fucking doesn't stop running his mouth talking shit about it. So
is he like one of those know-it-all guys that necessarily not even watch the show? He just talking trash, like basically the general basics. I heard he does 8-hour fucking shows. What is that? Is that real?
Yeah, he talks like he knows people. I mean, it's like he does like a fucking. He's been doing it for 8 years. You guys have been doing it for 6 months, and you guys already have a better concept and a better show than that motherfucker.
Dude, hey, I put my first episode out at the first week of May.
Oh, so 2 months, whatever, 3 months. You know what I mean? It feels like
it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of this guy, and then I see that people are having problems with him. So I typed in his name a little bit. He's had a few run-ins. It's like but who the fuck is he? Like you say,
is
Chicago.
This the guy that Gino says has a fat wife?
Yeah, there was some beef between him and Gino because do you know the story behind that, Stevie?
I do actually know exactly how it worked. So basically, and I'll keep it brief and not give up too much because I was at Compound at the time, and I'm still now back at Compound. So shout out to compoundmedia.com.
Yes.
My buddy Bobo's over there too.
Bobo.
Bobo!
So
Bobo!
What the fuck is
Hey,
going on?
Bobo!
Holy
the
shit.
show just
Mead,
the
what
show
is
just got
going on?
multicultural.
Yeah, nigga, we just got loud.
Yo, fucking
Larry
A.
Bear?
Yes, it's Larry Bear. He's
Larry
in the
Bear,
house.
man. What's up, Larry? Stevie Lew in the house, man. Good to
Go
see you, man.
Mead.
I'm
Let's go,
literally.
baby.
Stevie Lew, Bobo,
Damn it, Mead.
Jim Stancil.
Yes, it's a
Nigga,
packed
what
room
it is.
tonight. Mead, why don't you save some of that party for me, man? I feel so fucking bored over here. I'll be up there Friday. Woo! Yeah, so
Yeah, fuck my story, man. Let's talk to this lady here.
I don't know. I mean, it's crazy, Stevie. Please continue. I mean, I don't know. I said this was going to be fucking chaos.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so all
I'm
right.
distracted.
You know what the funny part is? I got bit by a spider today, and now Kirsten Dunst is on.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got it.
I get it.
Madison, you have any plugs?
What?
You have any
Never mind.
plugs?
I don't know what's fucking happening.
Not yet.
I'm literally.
Woo! Mead on fire! Yes.
all right. So Red Bar, right? Jesus, let's bring it back. Red Bar was out. He was out in Chicago doing his show.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Chrissy Mayer. Wow.
What is this? This party's on 10,000. This is what? The whole network on here?
This is the show.
It's a takeover, baby.
Mead, what is going on over there?
I don't know, buddy, but I love it.
Are they doing some drinking?
A little bit. We're on the boat.
Mead's birthday. It's Mead's birthday weekend.
It is.
Chrissy's going down low. I saw that.
Oh, shit.
I was just
Wow.
joking.
So, I mean,
It's all fucked up.
the stereotypes play itself with the characters of Ski Mask Collective here. I mean, this is wild. I mean, how do I host this now? How do I go about it?
I hope their wallets are attached to their waist with a chain.
I hope Mead's wallet is attached to his waist with a chain. No, I'm kidding.
I hope they have the vaccine for roofie on handy. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. What? She's packing spaghetti straps. All right. Anyway, Stevie, continue.
So fucking Bobo. The Bobo from Chicago, Red Bar, was doing a show on a network, his own network. Then Compound gave him the ability to stream for free. So he didn't get paid to be coming on Compound. They just gave him an opportunity, right? And he suddenly started taking all these shots at like comedians on Compound or friends of Anthony's, and he wasn't being funny about it. He was being a little bitch and a prick about it. Right,
like some of those clips that are posted on Twitter where you could tell he's like, it's not funny. Like, why would you talk about that?
Then he took it one step further where he really crossed the line. He started to call comedy clubs, and he would like prank call as like Mike Fenoya and tell
good God
that he couldn't show up that weekend, and they would cancel they canceled one of Fenoya's show. He did it to Aaron Burr, too. So he crossed the line and fucking with people's money. And
yeah, that's gay.
At that point, yeah, that is gay. Rack that.
Yo, fuck Chad Sumac. Rack my dick, dude.
Too. We'll get to that. Let's keep the fucking target on Red Bar.
Yes,
so then,
Stevie. Thank you. Somebody's got it.
Berg, literally was threatening to hurt him physically. He told him
he
that
should.
He was going to do a show out in Chicago. He did a show out in Chicago, and he was getting all the messages to this guy through him and his friends and everybody. Hey, come meet me at my fucking show. I can get shows out here. You can't get shows, and you're from Chicago. And the guy just chicken shitted out and is just falling into fucking obscurity.
Okay, so as a fan of comedy and you like this comedy podcast and you're a fan of those, how can you possibly like this guy knowing that he's going out calling comedy clubs? That's a fucking big line you cross. It's like, dude, it's cool to trash other comics, like if you have a beef with them one-on-one on shows, but to call a club and try to get somebody where they can't perform there, you should never show your fucking face again. That's just bottom line.
That's some Karen shit.
Yeah, he was fucking Karen this is 5 years ago too, man. This guy is like still just. I know I'm bringing him up now, which I fucking.
No, it's fine, man. I wanted to dive deep into this, so I'm glad you're on because I feel
like I have the chance now that like Keith is retired and stuff like that. We've all been always very tight-lipped over there at Compound, but now that Keith's gone, I can open up a little bit. A
little bit, right?
So
right.
When I broke Anthony's desk on the East Side Dave show,
so I studied that clip profusely because I wanted to know who not only had the fucking balls to break that desk, But that was, I mean, I was just a fan of Compound. I was like, holy shit, like what a God.
One of the great
I
moments.
gotta say,
Great
I did it. Thank you. It's embarrassing, but it got me a lot of like heat over there.
That's how I learned about you. I mean, I didn't know who you were before then.
I wasn't trying to break Anthony's desk. I was just trying to fucking kill Eastside Dave.
Yeah, I know. But it was such a rampage. It's like, holy shit.
Bobo was there. Bobo.
I was going to say,
about
Bobo, you were there, and how did that go?
I saw it live. I didn't know if it was a bit or it was something really happening.
What about when the desk broke?
The moment the desk broke, that's when I knew it was real.
Yeah. You want to hear something funny? I before that moment, I honestly thought that all the Compound shows had their own desk. I thought it was a huge fucking compound. And that's what made me realize, like, holy shit, they're all doing the same desk. I had no idea before that. I was new to the whole fucking thing.
That's
like,
Hollywood movie magic, we call that.
Yeah. Just like as a new subscriber, I was like,
all right. So I broke the desk, and then I was banned from Compound, rightfully so, you know. And
now,
then,
but Stevie, who banned you? Was it
Keith,
Anthony himself?
No, well, it was Keith. It was definitely Keith.
Right.
Totally Keith. And like after that, I ended up seeing Anthony out there. We became buddies and all that, and we're still cool now. But Keith always had a problem with me and doing that. So fucking Red Bar was so fucking desperate to get any heat or any inside dirt on Anthony. He reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, can you come on the show? I'll give you a whole platform to talk shit about Compound Media." And
please tell me you declined.
I was a little pissed. So like I thought about it like it was like Snodgrass from Willy Wonka, you know, like
right.
He wanted the incredible gobstopper, and I had it in my hand, and I was like talking to him, and then shout out to like Dave. Me and Dave like kind of patched things up, and Dave was like, "Nah, man, you shouldn't do that." And I told Red Bar too. I was like, "Hey, listen, man, I can't do the show," and he was like, "No, please, you can't."
You never. Okay, so you're telling me you never did it, right?
I never did it. No, I backed
out. Good. I was hoping that would be what I heard.
Right. No, I try to omerta. You know, you try to stay loyal even when times are tough. You know?
Exactly. So, and not only that, you don't want to burn a bridge you don't have to burn.
Right. I'm not,
especially when you broke the desk.
I'm not Kevin Brennan yet. You know, I'm not trying to.
I mean, to reach to be Kevin Brennan status. I mean, come on. You got
and just as an aside, Stevie Lew's return to Eastside Dave show was another great show. It was that a couple months ago. That was quite an entertaining one as well. Bobo, I know you.
I gotta say,
were you there for that one, Bobo, or was that when you were in trouble because you stopped showing up?
What? Look at these fucking.
No,
you were there.
I was there.
All right, disregard.
The chat rooms. The only thing the chat room cares about is what the fuck is going on in Matt's.
I
understand that.
Dump them, girls.
Jesus.
Come on.
Is he muted?
Looks like we lost audio on them.
Yeah, he's smart because Larry's probably just yelling stuff.
Yeah. Oh, we're here. Yeah. I don't know. Matt's a rookie. We don't give a fuck.
A rookie? He doesn't look like no rookie to me. I mean, look at us.
I like Stevie Lew, and I wanted to hear what he said. He shouldn't have broke the desk. Come on.
Oh.
What's going on?
We fixed the desk too. That's the same desk there that I fucking smashed.
I could tell. Yeah.
Shout out to Garrett. He like got if you watch that episode where I broke it, he started like trying to put it back together. He got a screw gun out and he fucking.
You let Garrett try to put it back together?
Well, no, they called in a carpenter. It was Mike Figg's dad. Showed up.
Miguel Figs.
Rack 'em, bitch.
I heard that. Damn.
So then the fucking Red Bar faggot whatever. The F word.
Say whatever you want, Stevie.
Yeah, no, you're right. The Red Bar faggot ended up doing like a 5-hour episode just solely dedicated to me and Dave.
What an asshole. You should feel honored. You should really feel honored that he dedicated 5 hours of his life and he's catering to who? I just heard about this show after OVO.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like pipsqueak little fucking loser toys. He's a tool bag and his fans are toys. Even that little fucking clown-voiced OVO fucking cool cat, man. He's like the king of the fucking
toys. There you go, Stevie.
You know, so.
Bobo, what do you have to say about that?
That's what they call a segue, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's in the biz.
Yes.
That guy, that red tube, whatever the heck is
Red tube? No.
Get him.
That's a great one too, but
he threatened my family.
Ah, dude.
Whoa, what?
I didn't know
How?
about this.
Kill him. I'll
That's not
fucking
good.
kill him.
That's
Hey,
what
get
made
into
my
it.
second have an accident.
What'd he say?
I don't remember because it was such a long time.
Oh,
ago.
come on.
I was just a fake. I was
Yeah,
just.
he doesn't remember because he's gonna fucking kill him someday. He doesn't
Yeah.
remember. He's
Right. Yes, Stevie. Fucking A.
Yeah,
I was.
murdered you, Rebar.
I
Whoever murdered you. I swear to God, you would get murdered.
So basically what I'm hearing is Red Bar has one fan.
Rebar.
Yeah, whoever the fuck your name is, you would get
Red
murdered.
fart.
Rebar, that's a great
Red
one.
fart.
Red
There we
fart.
go. Keep passing it around, guys. This is great.
Ooh, yeah.
Red barn.
I have a,
My face, I'm
yeah,
not even
I have a legitimate child now.
Yeah, Red
Yes.
Robin, you would get
Yeah,
fucking.
what's going on?
Red Robin.
I don't know. There's a lot going on in the
Red Robin.
Jim, why did you break away from the party? Do you have
Does
you
she
got
need
something
to
else?
eat?
Huh?
Of course. Jim Stancil was just with us.
We were
I
on
know,
the
but that's
boat.
what I'm asking. Like, why is he away from you guys now?
I have no idea. He said he needed alone time.
Oh,
Yeah, and to go.
All right.
Yeah, I had to watch Red Tube. Bobo fucking.
Red too. Oh man.
Jimmy,
All
are you
right.
guys up in the Shire?
Oh yeah.
The shot. Oh yes, we were up in the shot. I couldn't understand you with your retarded accent. Yeah, we were up in New
I
Hampshire.
swear to
Shut
God,
up,
we
you
had to
fat
like listen.
cunt.
Like,
Hey, Stevie
Yeah,
Lew.
we just came back. We just came back last night.
Oh, so you're back in Connecticut.
I just came
We're
back
back.
today.
Yeah, this shithole.
So, Stancil, are you in your garage?
I'm in my garage, everyone. Don't
yeah,
worry.
baby.
Wall's still not finished. This is my life.
The
Is that a
garage
Toyota-
that came
dude, is that a Toyota Corolla?
Yeah, my mom crashed your car because you fell asleep the other
Shut
night.
the fuck up.
apparently. That's a rental.
That's a boat.
Okay.
We're a Subaru family. We're a Subaru family.
Subaru.
No trash. No trash. All-wheel drive. Great car
Yeah.
the whole year.
Hold
None
on.
of this
Let's
shat
see what's
crap.
going on. Let's
Faggots.
see what's going on.
This episode is sponsored by Nitro Chat.
No, this episode is sponsored by Silk City Hot Sauce, the best hot sauce company in the world out there. All right. And these guys are killing it with the fucking clips. They received the SMC stickers today. They're putting them on the van, of course. And
Give Madison some nitro tech.
yeah, she needs to wake up. Do you have any
Wake her
C4?
up.
Do you have any cocaine or Bill Cosby pills? Anything?
We have none. We
Yeah,
have zero.
There might be one or two lying around.
Hey,
Really?
take the top drawer. Finn,
She looks like the Chinese Kristen Dunst right now.
somebody said Dave Landau, but I don't know what's going on.
Yes, David. Yes.
Liston Dunst.
Stevie Lew is in the building.
Yes,
Larry
he
Bay.
is on fire tonight.
Larry
I love
Bay.
it. Yes. All right. Let's see. What
Who else you got for me, Ski Mask? Who else you want me to fucking run down?
Dude, I mean, well, let's give Fenz a chance to pipe in here. So, Fenz, you say OVO, Cool Cat. You say what do you got going on with him?
I don't know, man. This goes way back to like, I don't know, what, 2017? Jim, what would you say? How long
Well,
ago was
yeah,
that?
I wouldn't mind giving a touch of an intro to Paul. Like,
Absolutely,
I would assume
please,
anybody
Jim.
listening knows who Paul
Dude, go
Fenz is.
ahead.
Legend.
Go ahead, Jim Stancil.
Absolutely.
The only man to take $100 off of Kevin Brennan because of a Super Bowl bet. And yeah, so Fenz and obviously OVO used to call into Burning Bridges,
Right.
and they always love the back and forth. They would just talk shit about each other.
Beautiful.
Now it's just evolved. Paul Fenz, a legend. Whatever, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Rip apart OVO. Let's let it rip. Go.
That's a good
Let it
setup.
It's not a long story. Jimmy pretty much summed it up. OVO, I mean, most of you have heard Burning Bridges or MLC, so you know he's a faggot. You've heard his little squeaky voice call in.
Right.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just him and I don't know. You guys familiar with Adi Klein on Twitter?
Yeah,
The
of
other guy?
course. Yeah, we had a little. He was a fan of my show at first, but now he won't talk about it, which is fine with me because I mean, who knows who the fuck he is? I have publicly said that I think he's actually a woman behind that. It makes
Really?
sense to me. Yeah, because if you look at the way he types his tweets and everything, it's also elegant. He changes his bio every day and he deletes all his tweets. Only women do that, right? So I don't know. It's the same fucking photo. Who knows where that came from? Does anybody actually know? It just makes sense to me. I mean, unless proven otherwise, I stand by it.
Yeah. Yeah, them two basically are I'll go on record as saying they're the two worst MLC fans of all time.
Okay.
They're both, it's on site with both of them, and they're both from the kill box, 100%.
Oh,
Love
there
it.
we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Paul, tell us
Beautiful.
why.
Yes,
that.
I agree because Artie Klein had nothing but shit to say about Chad Zumach until what 2 days ago. Now he's his biggest fan. So it's like, come on, dude, are you reporting actual news or are you just being a fucking phony because Kevin said he likes Chad and he wants Chad on the show? Like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah. He's
Paul,
been
give
doing
us
those
the whys. Give us the whys. Why are they the worst?
Oh yeah, Jim. Yeah.
I don't know, bud.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, you guys have heard them on their phone calls. I mean, what else can you say other than they're just whiny faggots? I mean, honestly, that pretty much sums it up in 2 words.
Now,
you know?
now,
Anytime I hear, I'll say this because I haven't heard Burning Bridges in a million years. It feels like that was so long ago. It's like trying to relive it. Is anytime I heard like, "Hey, it's OVO Cool Cat here," I was like, "There goes fucking 10 minutes of a good show." You know what I mean? Like, just the fucking worst. He'd always like be, oh, Chad Zumach, what's going on with him? It's like it's
but now
He
OVO has
sucks.
publicly said he's not a fan of Chad. I mean, does that give him any brownie
No,
points
that
or anything
changes
in your book? Or
nothing.
you're just like fuck
No,
OVO all day?
dude. No, nothing's gonna change my mind.
I like your stance. I like your stance. All right.
Yeah, man.
I like the way Ski Mask is playing this because I know he's had OVO on the show before.
Yeah,
so he's just
absolutely. I
letting
mean,
guys talk.
he's a correspondent of the show. I have to say.
I will say he's not funny live at all, man.
What was his side of the story, Ski Mask? Did you guys touch on it at all?
No, he didn't even know I was having you on, Paul, until earlier, and he said, "Man, it was so long ago, he can barely remember what happened."
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm just completely blanking now. That was like 3 years ago.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Should we
Yeah.
bridge
So
the gap? Would you
yes,
like to extend an
or
olive branch? Paul, would you like to extend an olive
he sounds
branch?
like he's the type of the guy that's saying he stands by, if he hates somebody. But could there be a bridge amend?
I mean, he'd have to prove himself to me. He'd just have to be not as much of a gay bitch as he's been throughout the years. So,
all right. Well, I know what I'm going to do for a future Patreon.
Bobo, were you just smacking it a little bit to Ant Mead's live feed there? Or are you giving it a little tug?
Whoa, Stevie!
I'd give it a tug.
Bobo, hands up, dude.
Yeah, show us
hands
both
up.
hands right now. Unless one's covered in jizz, then don't. One's covered in jizz.
Now let's see here. What happened? Where did Mead go? Is there if I was Mead, I wouldn't be on a fucking podcast right now. I'm just saying.
No, I'd have my dick out for sure.
Right, he's not going to get a word in.
Four-legged guest to join us for a second.
Four-legged guest.
Dude, what the fuck?
Mr. Maloogan, Mr. Maloogan, get him in here.
All right, dick and balls. He's got a third ball. So,
Mr. Malone.
Hey, Stevie Lee and Paul, I got a question for you both. Tell me your honest opinion. What do you guys think about this? Do you see it?
I saw that in our group chat earlier. I know that's Stancil's foot, and he looks like a poor fat kid who's trying to be a rich Connecticut kid.
Okay, so all right. So I received a message that said you have to touch on these shoes. I said what? They're boat shoes, but I'll put it up when I have the boys
They're
on.
boat shoes with nautical signs on them. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
listen,
clearly.
I gotta say, I love you, Jim, but the kid's got cankles. Jesus, guys.
No, dude, that's muscle. That's not an actual cankle.
Let me show you something. All right.
Let's see it, baby.
No, this
Take a
kid
look.
this
Take
kid
a
has
peek.
totem poles for
Peek at
legs.
this.
You're gonna get embarrassed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, look at those fucking.
That's the calf, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I take it back. The kid works out. The kid works
Yeah,
out.
no, he's a built boy.
Okay. So when you have calves like that,
Wait
you
a
go to
second.
a strong foot. Okay.
Paul,
Look,
you
there's
work?
Mr. Maloonigans. Look, fucking Mr. Maloonigans is here.
Mr. Maloonigan's one of the greats.
Yes.
That's the schnoodle.
They want a podcast.
Those are mixed.
Frank.
Oh, look at Frank Pellegrino in the house. What's
Frank
up,
finally joined Ski Mask Collective. I've been trying to get Frank on for a few weeks now. Yes, sir.
Look, it's big shoes to fill, but Chrissy and I, we think we can do it. We've been watching for us.
Hey, ask Frank about what his opinions are on Red Bar. I bet you he's got a thing or two to say about that fucking guy.
Frank, your thoughts?
Let it rip.
I wish I knew the whole story about Red Bar. I've watched his show. It's really entertaining. He creates these narratives and storylines that keep people interested.
For 5 hours?
I've never watched for 5 hours. I'll watch 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
He seems like an angry guy. He's upset about, I don't know, whatever happened with him and Kumia.
All right, I thought Frank was going to give a hotter take. I apologize for.
Hey, Frank's got to watch his back here. He knows a lot of people. I would be saying the same thing.
Me and Frank went to high school together.
These are jalapenos.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, me and Frank went to high school in New Rochelle. I was telling the guys before, grew up in New Rochelle. That's too bad. Mead's not. Oh, is Mead still there or no?
No,
He's occupied.
him and Madison are making out.
So
Hell
the
yeah,
camera on
dude.
it. Basically,
Shout
the
out,
kids.
Matt Mead.
Mead
Congrats on the
from
sack.
Connecticut, right? And the Connecticut kids used to come down and like hang out in my hometown, and we used to mug them outside of the bars.
You guys
are
saying we. I was not part of the mug.
well, yeah, no.
I like Frank.
Stevie,
I'm
Stevie.
a few years older than Frank, so the things
Stevie,
cleaned up.
did you mug people?
I would usually be the lookout because I was so.
Yeah, I didn't think you
like a
mug
fucking-
people.
Yeah, I would mug people.
Look, he's wearing a hat. He's wearing a Red Sox hat. I mean, you don't think he mugged people here?
I'm the white Jimmy Martinez. Clearly,
Yes, dubbed the white Jimmy Martinez. Likes to stir up the pot. So you say you also, I don't know if I want to get into this, but apparently the chat room does. You got problems with Zumach? Is this an ongoing thing or what's going on with that?
I mean, listen, I can't. I think, like, listen, the guy, his name is Zumach, and he's basically a Zoom hack. Doesn't that fucking just fit perfectly? It's like fucking Latin almost, you know? I think
Almost, yeah. I call him Zoom Block because he says he doesn't block people, but he clearly does. I know of a few that
There we
are
go.
blocked.
He thinks he's the king of Florida, you know, and he hates Bert Kreischer, but Bert's the king of Florida. You know, don't give me that shit. He wants to shit talk him. You know, he's like a fat, better speaking Rich Voss. That's not as funny, I'd say. You know, he kind of reminds me of fucking Rich in a bad way.
Well, I mean, Rich is the only one that can pull off that outfit. I mean, you can't just
wears Rich Voss's outfit.
You can't just not wear that outfit for so many years and then just decide to put it on and it's going to work.
I mean, listen, the guy's done nothing with his career. He tries to act like he's a big shot, but he's really done nothing. And he still thinks, like I think you said, he's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So, you know, he wants to act tough, but then he goes and fucking blocks people when they talk shit. You know, he puts a bad taste in my mouth.
He nailed it. Somebody cut that. Cut it, clip it, put it on the soundboard.
Yeah, you heard.
Instead of rack 'em, I'm going to start saying smoke crack 'em.
Smoke crack 'em.
That's my thing. So
I don't like to rack him because it's somebody else did that and he stole it. It's not his own thing.
Yeah, Jim Rome.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Jim Rome. Jim Rome. Yeah, we had talked about that. All right, fair enough. Paul, you want to weigh in on that?
Zoom hack.
Zumach fucking sucks, dude. He's the worst. Was he announced as the official co-host today?
He announced himself as the official co-host, and Kevin had to come out and say he wasn't. But let's face the facts: he's been on the last 8 shows.
Well, listen, let me ask you one thing. Does he get paid to do that job? Because I bet you he does not get paid to do that job.
No, there's no way Kevin's paying him to do that job. If he did,
so then he's a fucking cuck, and he's fucking just acting like a tough guy, and he could be replaced any second, and probably will. You know how Kevin rocks.
I mean,
you know?
I know. But
absolutely.
Here's another thing. Like Zumach, every show talks about his Patreon listeners. Put up the numbers. Because I know for a fact the numbers aren't saying what he's claiming out there. So he's using Kevin wants to say we're using him. I mean, we do anything for MLC, but Chad's the one that overly plugs his show in order to get more viewers, and that's the only reason he's doing that show so much. So whatever.
Bottom line is, if he's not getting paid and he's acting tough about it, then he's a fucking fraud.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Now, Kevin Brennan did release some shirts today. Kevin's Beautiful Boys t-shirts. Go check that shit out.
Already bought it. Already bought one. Support Kevin Brennan. Go buy the t-shirts. What is it? MLCshop.com?
Hey, we're coming back in, people.
All right, I hope so. If not, I mean, that kitchen just looks entertaining in itself. Chrissy, what's going on? How's the boat?
Well, it was good. I'm gonna eat all the vitamins.
Is that's not what's in there? That's what are you guys taking ecstasy?
Dick.
Oh, okay.
I ordered a pizza. We're waiting for it to come.
What'd you get on the pizza?
2 pizzas.
If you say a fruit, just get the fuck off the show.
No, I ordered a cheese one and
Jeez.
pepperoni with sausage.
All right.
You guys are fucking.
I'm gonna say bacon too. Put bacon on pizza. Also.
Yeah, and mozzarella sticks and a Greek salad.
Greek salad.
Greek salad. I love Greek salad, but who's eating Greek salad at 11 p.m.?
Me and whoever else wants one.
Oh, you're so in shape, you.
All right, so you say, Stevie Lew, you got a good random story. You wanted to talk about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Mark Random. I guess
Is it
you guys
good?
had him. You had him on the Patreon.
I did a one with him last night, man. It was awesome because even he said it himself. I was like the only host that was able to get him to open up all the way, and I was like,
open up his asshole all the way.
Not me, dude. He not in person.
I mean,
no, it was a weird.
But he fucking could spread it. I bet he was a male porn weirdo or something.
Yeah,
like that.
He's done all kinds of shit like that.
He's put butt plugs in his ass. Let's be real here. You know,
right?
I'm afraid he might come shoot me, but whatever. That'd be a good story. I could take a bullet. Fucking Skankfest last year. I was helping out with the production the past 2 years when it was over at the Brooklyn Bazaar, the big joint, and they had the goddamn comedy jam. Right? You guys know about
the Tony show.
Great guys. Great.
Jesus.
So Random, they do it 2 nights in a row. The second night's the big night, the grand finale. But the first night, Random jumped on stage. There was no security up front. He got on stage and it was like really uncomfortable because he was trying to make it about him, like he does.
And he was
okay. Clearly not about him.
Yeah.
And he stayed on stage and someone had to kind of walk him off. So the next night, they told me, because I was working like just security and just basically producing.
I can see you working that job at that kind of event for sure.
Live production is my shit, So
right.
Fucking, they come to me. They're like, "Yo, listen, we're gonna do the goddamn comedy jam. I want you to keep eyeballs on Random the rest of the night."
He can be a hard guy to spot.
And with his fucking bright red hair and his fucking hag girlfriend that never leaves his side. Fuck those two. So no, but I gotta sit there at the front of the stage, and he's literally inching towards the stage, like he's gonna come up and jump on the stage again. And I had to come up to him. I was like, "Yo, listen, Mark, if you try to go on the stage, you're gonna leave fucked up." Me and this other guy here, I had another giant security guy. I told him, I was like, "If this guy goes near the stage, he might have a gun on him. Let's take him the fuck out and bash his face in." So he does have a Columbine threatening me. He was like, "You're threatening me." I was like, "Listen, no one's threatening anybody. But if you do something stupid, you're gonna leave in a garbage bag." You know?
Not even a body bag, motherfucker.
But listen,
garbage bag.
He's not the fucking worst out there in the fucking whole range of targets that we have. He's fairly harmless. He's clearly psychotic and needs mental. Yeah,
I mean, when I got into it with him a little bit last night, I allowed him to admit that if he goes on for too long without getting notoriety or attention, he itches for that attention. So maybe he wasn't necessarily booked at that time on the stage, so he felt the need to fucking rush the stage. It's like, bro, it's not about you, right? Like you said, this is sounds like a lot. Fuck.
I don't want to sit here and bash a retard, but he asks for it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's it. Yeah, he goes on the shows and clearly asks for it, and then posts the clips that clearly he's asking for it. What
is it? He did stand up in fucking Auschwitz or something.
What the fuck? Yeah, what is that? That's
what is that, dude?
I mean, come on. I mean, that's clearly begging for attention.
He really did. I think he really fucking did.
No, he did. Yeah, he did. It's like, but we asked him about it. Stancil was on that one. And he said, "No, I had other shows booked over there." It's like, who the fuck's getting booked in Europe? It's like,
I had Treblinka to go to.
Yeah, I can see Paul getting booked over in Germany or something like that. But no.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Random's the man, dude.
You like him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked him last night. I got to be honest, I did. Because he was genuine. It was his real self. It wasn't his. I need to interrupt everybody going a rant self.
So. I love to hate him. And that makes me the punk here. So points to Random. Fuck it. I guess
punk. I don't think you're punk at all, dude. I think
in this situation here, the fact that I'm sitting here punching down to a certain extent, that's I shouldn't. But I love you, Mark. I'm sure. Please don't shoot me in the face. That's all I ask. Not in the face anywhere.
But Stevie, I think it makes sense for you because you had a personal interaction with him at a club where you were there to work and he was rushing the stage. I mean, that's not being a punk at all. I mean, if I had that interaction, I would fucking punch down too. I wouldn't.
Since then,
the last thing that somebody working security wants to do is fucking have to interact as security.
I fuck with him on Twitter and on Reddit sometimes. So
Yeah.
and he always likes it, and he seems to be a good sport. I'll give you that. He is a good sport. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's for sure. Because I mean, a lot of shit has been talked about him, especially if he's putting himself out there and the things that he says on podcasts. And that's what we were getting into. Like, if you notice, every show that he does, there's at least 4 or 5, 6 other people because everyone, whoever the host is, knows he's going to say some crazy shit and they need some backup, It's like, fuck. I mean, and a lot of times you're not going to be able to shut that down.
Well,
Jim, your
I
thoughts?
so like I don't know if you guys listened to my last MLC, but
Of course we did, man. People were calling for you to be co-host. Absolutely, we heard
Balloonigans. Here he is.
Bobo's got the peanut butter out next.
Oh,
Next.
shit.
I just love,
Yeah, next time you
I
panda.
love this dog's reaction every time he sees me on Zoom. He's like looking around to try to see where the voices are coming from.
All right, there we go.
Get some headphones, Bobo.
He's a real fame whore.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know where to go with that. That just went nowhere.
I gotta meet this guy, man. This guy's great. Jim, we got to bring this guy on more. I love Stevie Lew.
But no, that was the thing with Random. Kevin asked me, should I bring Random on? And first I said no, but then I thought about it for a second. I said, you know what? He could be a good guest. But then I also said, make sure you have me on the same episode so I could kind of wrangle him in. You know?
I was supposed to do that show. And then because the idea was floated, I was going to decline because I wear a fucking ski mask. And if I was on with Random, I mean, that could have went bad quickly for my show.
Dude, I think, honestly, you're doing fine, doing your own thing. You found your little lane here. You got great co-hosts that I've seen
absolutely the best, man. Talk about two personalities.
Huge guests like Bobo here,
Dude, Bobo's a hard get, man. You had to send him the link, not me.
I will admit, I mean, I don't know if I want to break the fourth wall, but I did kind of deliver Bobo for this one here.
Yes, you did.
I kind of wouldn't have done it without Bobo, to be honest. He's like my homie. He was actually just over at my place less than an hour ago. We were no shit. We were filming some stuff for the Eastside Dave show. Me and Bobo have actually been filming a lot of stuff for Compound over the pandemic because Dave has not come into the studio yet and probably.
Oh, okay.
Soon.
So
Are you
officially a part of the Eastside Dave show? I'm sorry, I'm not a avid watcher, but I might have to brush up.
I'm an avid watcher.
It's so I was the executive producer, then I was
of course
terminated, whatever you want to call it, and then I used to zoom back in, and then they were
because you didn't have to be in studio.
I was banned, so but they still had me on the show. I was
fantastic.
Commissioner. I'm the commissioner of the Eastside Dave show at that time. And then Roy was able to actually negotiate. Roy Harder, the shout out to Roy Harder, the head musician and co-host of the Eastside Dave show.
Yeah, he's also a Nazi. Him and Paul would get along.
Also a Nazi.
We got to get these guys on.
Yeah. He's a real Nazi. He's really he's not a fake random Nazi. He's a real deal.
He doesn't have to rant. You just know.
Yeah, his grandfather worked at Auschwitz. Not like fucking doing stand up neither. He was really fucking
that gay stuff.
Does he actually have a jar of Jew teeth?
He was gassing Jews all day. So.
You guys don't think that's funny that Random did stand up at Auschwitz?
I mean, look, the thought of it's funny, but to bring it up over and over and over again to talk about
that's gay.
That's too much. But like if he would have done it and maybe just released a video on it and never said another word, that would be funny.
Different story.
To an extent.
Okay.
But where the fuck? Yeah, what? I don't know.
Yo, we freezing or what?
No.
I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Jesus.
All right. So, Stevie Lew, is there any other beefs, Jim, that you know about?
You were talking about literal Nazis on the Eastside Dave show. That's where we left off.
Yeah, I was, and that doesn't even help me out anymore.
Zooming in. You were zooming in.
Oh, right. Thank you.
There you go.
Any other beefs?
So no. Anthony was able to agree to have me back in, but Roy Harder had to sign a document saying that if I destroyed anything inside the studio again, he would have to pay for it. So that was like the stipulation in order to get me back in.
So Roy would have to pay for it.
Yeah, Roy basically vouched for me. Basically I was like kicked out of the mafia, but then got back in by getting vouched for somebody who was higher up, and it was all just a misunderstanding, to be honest. It wasn't like I did anything nefarious. And like, fuck, me and Bobo were over at Anthony's place for the 4th of July.
I know, man. You guys are awesome.
It's so nice to invite. And Anthony's been nothing but fucking 100. Like, that's why when fucking assholes like fucking Red Bar start taking shots at my homie, saying all this fucking extremely absurd false shit that his fans run with, and they try to build this narrative.
Hey, Red Bar,
disgusting.
Where the fuck were you at the 4th of July, asshole? You went to Kumia's house, were you? You're a little salty about it. Bet you were just hanging out with your dogs.
And his fat wife.
Yo!
Oh.
Woo!
How about their jeans? Their jeans are ugly.
He talks about people's
Stancil.
clothing.
That's all he does is talk. That's all he does is talk about how like comedians don't wear designer jeans.
Why would anybody want to wear designer jeans?
Oh, that's a cool thing to talk about.
That's what faggots from Chicago that never made it in comedy do. That's
Look
the
at
fucking
Jim.
whole thing.
Jim, please
What?
make a point.
Oh, to my point. No, that's a perfect point. I'm glad you just perfect. Because as I've said before, I was going to ask where he was from. Because if you're from the East Coast, you're from the tri-state area, you know how to talk shit and you know how to take shit talking and you just fucking roll with it. Like people can talk shit to me all day. It doesn't fucking matter. Who gives a fuck? Because I grew up getting shit talked to. And I grew up going shit. So when you're from Cleveland, Chad, and when you're from Chicago, when you're from the Midwest, or you're from the LA, you don't know how to talk shit.
Right.
You fucking take it personal, and then that's it. So,
Okay, so
fuck him.
Yeah.
That's fucking That's fucking
So all right. Well, fucking let's get right into it then. So, Stevie, he could talk all this shit he wants, sitting from his fucking studio. Right. You're, let's say you're coming outside the comedy club. He's walking by. He looks at you, and he's coming at you. Are you gonna beat the shit out of him?
Dude, I've got a laundry list of fucking punks that won't dare step a foot on McDougal Street.
But you would beat his ass, though, right?
I want Seth Simmons. I want that fucking punk's ass.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Street. I want to fucking hurt him bad.
Seth Simon just in the kill box.
Simon, whatever the fuck his name is.
Who cares?
That's
what we're talking about. Bird poetry, fag.
Oh God. So yeah, that guy's got one coming for him. It's not a long list, but for sure, man. You know what? That's what we do in New York comedy. Like if someone steals your joke and someone tries to get off on that. You fucking beat the fuck out of somebody. You know what I mean? Like I saw some kids say the N-word on stage. If you're not black, you will get your ass beat outside of the club by a black kid, by a black comedian. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And it's self-policing. So I will fucking self-police if I have to,
So Red Bar comes up and what if he's just walking by and
I smack him right in his fucking beard. I smack him right in his face. Like that's the best. I have one of the best bitch slaps in the game. I will fucking muck his mouth so hard.
Is there
ears will fucking ring.
I want to see that. I want to
clip. I hope fucking Joe Exotic clips this and sends it to him.
Well, somebody is because they told me to ask that question.
Yeah, good.
Are you gonna beat Red Bar's ass,
dude? I'll fucking if he thinks he's tough, we can do something like for real, for fucking for showbiz.
Red Bar, I'll fucking host it. Let's get this ring set up. Gloves, no gloves. Bare knuckle, motherfuckers. All right. That'd be fun.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Matt, your thoughts. Where have you been?
Did you make a child?
Didn't I have somebody to fight? Wasn't there a troll that I wanted to fight?
Wait, you wanted to fight
John Ross?
Oh yeah, he called my show out Saturday night. I remember that now.
Line me up with him. I'll do it in a second.
That was Friday night, actually.
One. There was another one. We thought it was Artie Klein's garbage account.
Oh, you're talking about
Ron, what's his name?
Rod. No, it's not Rodney Bull. He had like an orange profile picture. It wasn't that Maddie guy. I know who you're talking about though, and he's a nobody. But there is this guy out there, Mark Robinson, that just made a burner account. That's the name of the burner. I don't know who it is, but they keep tweeting at me every day. He was supposed to call in, but he had to go look for a job. But the only thing tweeting at me is expose Flutzy. Expose Flutzy. When are you going to expose Flutzy? I'm like, I don't even know why are you tweeting this? I don't know. That's all. I'm trying to ask.
Paint yourself naked. There's nothing to expose it for.
I got something. She was on Pat Dixon's podcast last week, and she claimed that she was the valedictorian in middle school.
They don't give out rewards like that.
That's not a fucking thing. That's fake. That's a lie.
Even if they had a made up thing like that, it doesn't carry weight. It'd just be a piece of paper.
I don't think she fucking graduated high school, but she's talking about being a fucking middle school valedictorian.
Right. Yeah, I won class clown in 8th grade. They weren't giving out valedictorian awards. Middle school.
Listen, she's one step away from just going straight full hardcore porn. I don't know if you've
I
seen
mean,
her,
yeah, there's no doubt
Instagram,
about it, but I mean,
she's been-
you got to understand.
She's been painting her clip yellow and fucking hanging her snatch out.
Yeah.
Subway
Stevie
train.
Lew's getting me going now. Yeah, enough of calling it a project. It's some weird guy just taking pictures of you naked.
Yeah. Listen, you didn't win the magazine cover.
I mean, I don't think she's getting paid for that neither. She's kind of like the Chad Zumach of getting painted naked. I don't, like,
yeah, naked body
paint.
It's
something, but
shut up, Stancil. It's freeing and expressive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Wait. Oh, hold on a second. Here's this
in the head with a 2x4.
Here's this John Russ guy right here. I'm gonna read what he said in a second because I roasted him pretty fucking good.
You guys should go out and follow.
Fenz just finished a curb stomping.
Go yes.
Yeah.
Go follow Flutzy on Instagram.
No, I like Flutzy.
Luisa Lavazeda. It's one of the hardest Instagrams to spell and say on air. So just like go to Eastside Dave, his Insta, and you should be able to find it.
Does she still do the show?
Fun. She's a good egg. She's a
good friend of mine too. So I break her balls worse than anybody else's.
I'll say she's a good
egg. She can't
egg.
take it neither. So she's gonna fucking, if she sees this, she's gonna be heated.
The only run-in I've had with her was it was probably about a month ago at this point. She sent me a message on Twitter and said, "Who are you?" And I said, the Ski Mask host. And she was like, "Do you have Instagram?" I was like, "No, I'm not on Instagram yet, just my personal account." She was like, "What's your plug?" And I was like, "I'm not going to answer this. I know it's bullshit because she's not following me on Twitter. I've never talked to her before, and you want my personal plug to why are you trying to find out who I am?
She's just be careful. She's not that smart. So like,
I know. That's why I just didn't answer. Somebody set her up.
She's not that like bright with that sort of shit,
Right. Yes.
But yeah, make sure you guys check out the Eastside Dave show on 7:30 every Tuesday on Compound Media because Luisa Flutzy is still doing videos. And you know what? Everybody did love her segment. It was one of the most popular parts of the show when she would go on and play a mystery song, and then people would call in, and they'd be told to guess what song it was, and then like every week someone would call in and tell her that she should stick her flute in her pussy.
I mean, that's hilarious.
That's just fucking,
yeah.
Like different people would call and request that.
Look, that was
I'm
me.
Saying it just to say it. I've said it before on these shows, but yeah, I'm a Eastside Dave subscriber. I enjoy that show. I love it. It's insane, just like this show.
Yeah, I need to get in on that. I like Rob, man. Rob's awesome. I like that guy a lot.
Intern Rob has really come out of nowhere.
Good dude. He's funny as fuck. He's funny.
I think he's got a lot of potential there. He's a young kid, man. He's like from like the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, too. So he's just coming to the city regularly to work at Compound. So you're gonna see a lot of maturity coming out of him in the next 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I love when Bobo talks with Little Dave. It's always one of my favorite segments. Bobo fucking steals the show anytime he gets the mic.
God dang.
I gotta give a lot of props to Rob. Rob is the greatest thing from the Poconos since Pocono Raceway.
There we go. Bobo loves racing.
Yes. All right.
Bobo, let me ask you, Bobo, what's your favorite Sorry, Ski Mask. Let me ask Bobo really quick.
Have at it.
What's your favorite Eastside Dave moment that you've been involved with?
Oh my God, my favorite Eastside Dave moment. I always just love the not offended guy bit.
Yeah, that's good.
That was this classic. I even sometimes love it when fans run into me and they'll sometimes try to do the not offended bit in person.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'll go to me and they'll say crazy things, and they just because they know I'm going to say the line. Yeah, I'm not offended.
Classic.
Yeah, not offended. Oh yeah, it's
going.
Bobo.
All right.
Oh, sorry, Pinky.
Go ahead, Jim. By all means.
I have some questions. I have a couple questions for Bobo.
Yeah,
we have legend himself here. A couple, Bobo. First and foremost, I was born a Mets fan. I'm a diehard Mets fan. I usually go to 10 to 15 games a year. I always have. Mead is also a Mets fan. What do you think? First of all, do you think they're going to finish this season in general? And what do you think about the Mets this year? In short, in summary, so far not good.
I have a feeling we're going to pull off about 45 wins.
Wow. So 45 and 15.
How could you not make the playoffs with the way they set up the season this year? The top two teams in each division make it.
That was like the greatest winning percentage in the history.
16-1 yesterday.
Wait, how many games in the season this year?
60.
60 games this year.
Oh, Jesus.
That would be like the greatest winning percentage in the history of all baseball.
I think so.
I love the optimism.
If that's physically possible.
All right.
But
I love the optimism.
Yeah.
Now, on a more
Jim,
serious
I don't
note,
think Jim, I don't think the season's going to make it through with the recent news. They canceled the Yankee game today. I think that COVID's going to fuck us all.
Did they cancel today?
They canceled 2 games today due to the Marlins having like 10 players
Oh my
all
God.
positive. So they're
why even start the season?
The Marlins are basically not going to be able to finish the season now. They're saying if that's the case, I think they're just going to pull the plug on everything.
Put the Marlins on a boat and have them drive at night at 3 in the morning. They'll take care of it.
Did any of them drive into a rock with a boat on cocaine?
Right.
Ah.
Oh, what's going on? But this year, after last night, I've been calling them the Miami Typhoid Marys.
Wow.
There we go. That's a big one.
Good.
That's a hot take.
Good. All right.
All right, Bobo. I two more questions. They're kind of in one. You can whatever. I want to know your thoughts on the state of New York City, and I want to know, and you could answer. I want to know where you're at with the mayoral run for New York City, because there's a lot of people that are behind you, Bobo. And I love the rant. My favorite part of Eastside Dave lately is the rants about New York City. One of my faves. So go ahead, Bobo, the state of New York as you see it, and what are you if you would like a platform to promote your mayoral run, by all means, please.
Bill de Blasio is a phony. He's not a New Yorker. He's just a guy that's in love with communist Cuba.
Yeah, please keep going.
And he wants New York City to look like the Iraq after the Iraq War.
Yep.
And then go on.
And he also wants us to everybody to go out of business.
All right.
Yep.
Bobo, are you also in Stancil's garage?
Way to bring it back.
Right over here. I'm not going to move the can. I don't want to ruin the break the fourth.
What the fuck is this?
All right, Bobo. So what are
Collins?
you going to do? What is going to be the top of your list when you inevitably get voted in?
No, there's gonna be some shit to pay if you riot like that.
Fucking A.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Bobo would run for mayor, but then they pull up the YouTube of him on the up and down game, and then that
People would vote for him.
People would vote more.
Yeah, exactly. I'd vote for him.
Oh yeah,
That'd be better.
I forgot to say one more thing as mayor.
Please.
Closing statement.
Legal cannabis in New York.
Excuse me.
Now, Bobo, are you going to be ripping dongs and things like that if cannabis goes legal?
On celebratory occasions.
I like it.
Fair when the Mets go 45-15 and win the 2020 World Series.
The Mets go 45-15. I'm sending Bobo a zip.
A whole zip? Send him 2.
It's an ounce in weed terms. That's what they say.
Oh, I know. I can get one. Hey, what is the price of a zip up there?
Oops.
$300.
$300.
Oh boy.
For good
There we
stuff.
go.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Whoa, who is this?
I'm a village.
Is that the same broad?
I don't think so.
No, that's not. That's not the same.
Mead's got a rotating cast of ladies.
Mead,
shout out to Mead, man.
Look at him.
Yo, Mead looks like the lead singer of Judas Priest right now.
Oh my God.
Rob Halford, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
Rob Halford.
Yeah.
Wow, we all know what happened to him years later.
Yeah. Mead is showing clearly he's not gay. So, shout out to
I
Mead,
mean,
man.
he's Mead, was somebody saying that you were gay on Twitter or something, and you got to prove to them on this show because you've had 3 women on your
I'm 100% gay.
You're not gay though. I mean, we see what's going on.
I'm gay.
Making out,
Gay.
you're sitting on your lap.
100%. Not for tax reasons. 100% gay.
Can I
I was
tell
gonna
a quick story?
Absolutely, Jim. Of course.
Very
you
quick
can.
story that just happened this weekend. So we went to this bar, outside seating, whatever, Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. And, this guy comes up to me. We're sitting down. And he's like, he's talking to me for almost 15 minutes. He's like, can you please just go talk to my sister? She thinks you're really cute.
I can see this happening. I can see this happening.
Yeah, just go talk to her. And I'm hanging with 5 of my buddies. We don't get together too often. I'm like, all right, I'll maybe when I leave. On my way out, I hear, Jim. I go over there,
Quote.
and I was like, "Hey, yeah, what's up?" Like, oh, no, your friend Jim. And I was like, "Oh, I know exactly. Oh, Ant Mead, yeah, get over here." So the girl just said a white collared shirt, and he thought it was me, and it was me.
You thought it was you.
So that was the last time I'll ever talk to a girl.
Hey, Jim, if it makes you feel any better, I was showing my mom some clips, and she said you're hot. So there's you go. There's something to run off of right there.
Is your mom single, Ski Mask?
No, she's not. But she
thick with 3 C's.
What, coffee, cigarettes, and cocaine? Absolutely. Yes.
I'll take that.
Look at me. I'm fucked up. Now let's see. I remember what Paul. Now people are talking fucking cannabis legalized in Florida. I don't even know. They were pissed off earlier at us about all the beasts we were talking about. So I'm glad we were able to move on from that, fuckers. I can't read the live chat. I'm done with the live chat. I got to get rid of it. What do you boys think?
Fenz.
Yo.
Paul Fenz
Paul. Yeah, let's hear from Paul. Paul, what you got going on over there?
What do you have anything to air out? Do you have any you have a Festivus? Do you have grievances you would like to
You got shitty tattoos like the rest of us?
A State of the Union, any feelings on MLC or in general?
I definitely have shitty tattoos like the rest of you, but
you do? Let me see. What's your worst tattoo? Let me see it.
My worst tattoo is probably my first one. I got the Metallica Shuriken. You see that when I was 16?
Nice.
Oh, wow.
It's like the 3 Metallica M's. Make up a ninja star. You like that?
Right.
Athlete, something to be desired.
Yo, we should run a poll on who has the worst tattoo on Twitter.
I've got terrible tattoos too. I could show off if you guys.
Who's got a worse one than the Metallica Shuriken?
I have an F on my leg.
I got this rib cage fucking thing here.
Ooh,
that's terrible.
Now what is that? Is that
that looks like a Japanese garbage monster.
And then I got the LSD molecule on there.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it's so fucking high as shit.
I put one of those on me.
So.
I guarantee I have the worst tattoo.
What is it?
Well, let's see everybody else's. Jim, your worst tattoo. Let's go. Let's see it.
It's probably the one on my back. It's one of the first. It's like a family crest. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, that's an awful tattoo.
Jim, you know who else has a family crest?
Brian McCarthy. It's still better than anything Brian McCarthy.
That's pretty fucking bad, Jim.
That looks like a Cadillac.
Damn, Bobo, your worst tattoo.
I drew half of his tattoos, so that's the
nice.
Worst
Look at that. Wow, the viewers love that one. I'm telling you, they do. That's the fucked up part about it. They do love that shit.
I'm not taking my shirt off unless it's Patreon from now on. So
every time I know,
everybody know that.
Man.
I don't know how many fucking comments I've gotten that people want Jim Stancil nudes, and these are straight guys.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Straight, very straight.
Hold on, hold on, one cotton picking minute.
Cotton picking.
Stancil, you got the shirt from America's Fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is that?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, nice.
Fucking perfect. I still haven't gotten mine.
That crazy Cleveland couple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there. Nice.
That's dope. That's fire.
God, so much news breaks. That should have been a story in the news for 2 or 3.
Run up, get done up.
Whew. All right.
Yeah, like Red Bar would be like, oh, what kind of loser wears a tank top with a stupid thing on it? That's a fucking losers wear. You know, meanwhile, this kid's fucking rocking gold right there. Fuck that.
Jim, you think I'm fucking around?
Thanks.
Three ladies in the live chat are just heart emojis, smiley face emojis with heart eyes. This is fucked up. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, I don't get anything in my DMs.
Shout out Kayla Flaherty.
I'll believe it when I get something in my DMs.
Shout out Danielle. Shout out fucking Flat Cat. Everybody in here right now.
Oh shit! There we go.
Flat Cat. I got beef with Flat Cat.
What happened?
We were in New Hampshire. She's always gabbing on about how she's visiting her sister in New Hampshire. I invited her to the lake, and she stood us up on Ant Mead's. God damn it!
Flat Cat, defend yourself.
Birthday of all days.
On my birthday of all.
Now, Ant Mead, did you get blacked out? Did you get blacked out like I was hoping you would on Saturday?
No,
I tried,
I have
but
3 friends who can't handle their fucking alcohol. So
assholes! I knew that's what was happening. Later in the day, you posted a photo. You looked fine. Everybody else did not look fine, and I was like, "Great, now Matt's taking care of him." I mean,
I think my liver is so fucked at this point that I just don't get drunk. I just get fucking mad. And
that's what happened to me when I quit drinking. My tolerance was, it was expensively high. It was massive.
Yeah.
Would you like to announce? Would you like to announce that you're going to go sober live on the podcast?
Who's that?
Ant Mead.
And he's going sober?
I don't know. You just said you get mad every time you drink. Maybe it's time.
No. Listen, you guys can't get sober on me.
Maybe we get you some help, Matt.
No, he doesn't need help. He can only do it himself. Chuck. I like that.
Yeah,
like
the problem with New Hampshire is you can't get blow up there. You know,
I can get any blow up there.
Oh yeah,
I can ship you some blow.
Yeah, but that's why we come prepared.
Good man.
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, Stevie.
Right.
Boy Scouts code.
Yeah. Hey, Jim's pulling out the heater. I like it. All right. Shit.
Yeah, I can use one of those.
Yeah, dude. Let's fucking fire it up.
Salt smoke heater.
How many minutes we in? We're at an hour. 10, 15 more. I mean, this is insane. Flat Cat.
All right. Cover any questions on that on the feed? We'll give them any weird stuff on there.
No, honestly, it was a lot of hate. Yeah, a lot of hate.
Hate about this episode?
Fuck all of you.
No, they were hating the fact that we were talking about people who were nobodies. Or I think, all right, I just twisted that actually. They were calling us nobodies. But fuck them. Some guy named Danny Collins. Who are you? I tried to find you on Twitter. I tried to find you on YouTube. You're a nobody, dude. Reach out, call in.
Hate us because we.
Actually, somebody did want to call in. Matt, if you're still there, I'm going to send you the fucking link right now.
Who's Matt?
Some guy who wants to call in the show. He has a few words. So we'll see if he'll join. I'll get the link over to him. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. If
you guys had Alex Engelberg on the other day.
Yeah.
How the fuck that girl doesn't stop running her mouth? Did you guys?
Why do you think we had her on? What was that?
No, that was good because I was high on acid. I was barely coherent. So luckily we had somebody that could carry the show. And boy, did she back up.
We'll address everything she said and have anybody who she talks shit about on very soon. I think
did she say about her like stabbing story? Is that like out there or no?
Did she?
No.
All right. I'm not sure if I should tell that story because
you can tell that story because I guarantee when we have the people she was talking shit on the show, they're gonna tell the story. So you can tell it first.
Yeah, she was living in this fucking single room apartment in Hell's Kitchen with this crazy old comedian named Glenn Cohen, and her boyfriend was another comedian at the time, Jason Scoof. Jason Scoof, who used to be on Pat Dixon show, actually.
That sounds like the beginning to a Sublime song.
For real. No, they had one of those apartments where the kitchen sink is right next to the shower. You know?
Whoa.
And then they used to have a fucking curtain that separated the fucking old man's bed and their bed. So he used to sit there and jerk it while they would talk, you know? And then like they got into some argument and she pulled a knife on the kid.
Sure they did.
And,
if he was sitting there flapping his fucking mule.
Yeah, but then she pulled that knife on Scoof. They got into an argument, and then that was that. So that was like a big story in the New York City open mic circles for fucking 3-4
for a good minute when everything was relevant. She's living in Florida now.
That scares me, man. She's definitely gonna get into MILF porn and meth.
You think so? That's what I was trying to hint at during the interview. I mean, I wasn't being an asshole. I'm just saying that's what happens when you move to Florida.
Gino's gonna have to go down. Gino's gonna have to go down with the
Sorry,
Gino is gonna have to go down with the AK-47 and save her from some fucking dealer's house.
That would be a fantastic story, but I don't even think Gino gives a shit anymore.
No, you're right.
He doesn't. Like I tried to get him to call in, and he was like, "Nah." I just wanted him.
I'm not talking Gino's dirty laundry.
Absolutely not. No, I wanted Gino to call in on that episode and just start clapping randomly and then just hang up immediately. I thought it was going to be hilarious. He would
have just started saying the N-word randomly. Honestly,
well, he's done that too.
He's Gino's pay grade at this point. So
yeah.
Oh, right.
The dirty talk is just saying N-words back and forth to each other.
Yeah. Well, how great is In Hot Water? I'm so glad that they got those guys on. I'm
glad they got moved to an afternoon slot. I feel
like they have multiple. Yeah, exactly. So the extra episodes. I've been on a couple times as random drug guy. I don't know if you guys seen that, but
yes.
And then their Patreon too. I've done some Patreon episodes.
Yeah, Gum Friday. Brennan did the first one.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Brennan was on that first episode of the Gum Fridays. I had to subscribe just to watch that, and then
fucking Gino won't stop saying the N-word. He's racist. He's Italian.
Gino's act. He just yells at the fucking crowd and just fools them into laughing.
What'd you just say about Neil?
Now, Stevie, before the show,
we can't air this episode.
Cut that part out. Hey, we heard you do the Kevin Brennan impersonation before the episode here. Now,
I'm so tired. My wife, she fucking won't fuck me anymore. And then all these black people on the fucking train. Dude, Kevin's Facebook Lives, I'll stop everything to make sure that I watch his little
and
Barry Ribs too. Those two are fun.
Yes. And
I think Barry Ribs should be the co-host of that show, you know?
Shout out, there's a lot going on with Barry lately. If you got he's
good or bad?
Well, he's got a Patreon out. There's a lot of talk within MLC about Barry Ribs, but he launched a Patreon. Kevin feels like it's bringing him down, I think, is what he was hitting at. But
can I tell you, I know Barry well, and I think what's really bringing him down is like he used to be on McDougal we're all like the New York City comedy scene runs out of McDougal. You know, there are other clubs in the city, but you're hanging on McDougal when you're not doing work.
Right.
You could get a spot at either some of the smaller clubs or just hang out at like the Cellar or the Underground. And Barry would be there every fucking night. He'd pop by, and he's like the bishop of McDougal Street. Everybody, the A-list guys, the lower level people, everybody loves him, knows him. We fucking give him hits of our joints. We go get falafel with them. Barry fucking.
I love him. So. I love him. You know, we had a rocky relationship.
He doesn't have that outlet. None of us have that outlet anymore. So like. It's tough. Yeah. So it's good that he's doing Patreons and
he sleeps at the club, so he's there all the time, right? He needed somewhere to sleep, so might as well hang around.
When I launched my Patreon, the first tier is stealing Starbucks Wi-Fi and referendum to Barry Ribs. I mean, that's what it is. You know, me and him started off with a rocky relationship. The whole episode was spun out of control the first time I had him on, and it was my first live show. They kind of built it up to be like a boxing match type shit. So I was like, all right, we're going to talk shit to each other the whole thing. And it was fucking chaos. Chad called in, was trying to dox me, like giving out my real name and shit, like giving out my family members' names. I'm like, come on, we're just being funny here. Yeah. And but the second appearance, Barry came back on. It was fan-fucking-tastic. And we're doing another one soon, man. I love having him on. It's so much fun. You never know what the fuck's going to happen. He's standing outside a pizzeria getting the Wi-Fi. There's so much shit going on in the background. It's you got Mead and fucking Stancil calling in from a boat.
It's like the total gratification of fucking.
I mean, Kevin Brennan calling in on that episode. When I got done with that episode, I was like, Jesus, what just happened? I'm alone in my apartment. I'm like, I want to get back on. Fucking fun. You feel like
you spent the night with in Random's dungeon.
Well, no. Then my asshole would hurt.
Bobo, what have you been up to since this bullshit started?
I haven't been up to much. It's been. Hold on, great grandma. I'm on a show right now.
What the fuck?
Yo,
don't get this anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen.
I love him. This is all.
This is perfect, dude.
Can you please get this fucking show?
Fucking beautiful.
Oh, Bobo's grandma. See if we can get her on. Can we see if we can get her on?
Yo, Barry Ribs is in the chat.
Have your grandma sit or
Dude, shout out Barry.
Yo, Barry, call in, man. I'll send you a link right now.
We could set up Barry and Bobo's grandma.
Yo, yes. Let me see if he'll get on right now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that with my grandmother right now.
Can you see if she wants to come on the show?
Have her sit on your lap.
Now I just caused my mother to be stressed out.
Bobo, we're gonna get Barry Ribs on the show, I hope. And do you think perhaps we could get your grandma on the show as well?
She won't do the show.
Have her sit on your lap and go to sleep like a child, like our other co-host.
That's
reverse Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's good. All right. Is Barry Ribs going to call in? How many minutes we have left? We're at 1:08. We have 7 minutes for Barry to call in and save the fucking show. Save the show. This has been a fucking wild ride, man. Stevie Lew, the white Jimmy Martinez, definitely living up to that name. I say he is the Jimmy Martinez. Fuck that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, do we know what Jimmy's been up to?
Man, I've been trying to get a hold of him. I want him on the podcast, but I don't know.
Jimmy.
I haven't seen what happened to his podcast.
I don't know. I grew up listening to Jimmy on Hot 97 back in the day, and I was around his Patreon for a little while there because he was bringing some heat. And but yeah, I don't know. He kind of been quiet for a while, right?
It has. It's been quiet, just like Stevie Lew. Stevie, did you mute your thing? We didn't hear any of that stuff he was saying. I don't think it's me. I didn't mute him.
Here?
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're back. I was like, maybe he's on the phone.
No, I fucked up there. I was just saying that Jimmy. Yeah, I see Jimmy down on McDougal Street, but that's dead to us right now. So we don't see. He does. He needs to get back on. See if I know. Reach out to him. Keep fucking hitting him up. See if you can get him on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him.
I think that Jimmy was the best rival. I mean, Kevin's had Chad. Sorry, not Chad. Landau. Dave Landau and Kevin had that epic battle on Jim.
Yeah. Landau was supposed to do the show. I haven't reached back out to him yet. I think I'm going to though, because I told him I would do it around the end of July.
Yeah, we need Landau on here.
Yeah,
we need to get Landau.
He's a good dude. I'll see if I can mention if I see him around.
Yeah, I mean he kind of knows me a bit. He's I used to try to get tips from him on getting sober before I did over a year ago, and he would genuinely sit down and write a nice fucking paragraph to me when I needed that, and I always appreciate it. I saw him in Seattle, fucking killed the room. Awesome show.
It's funny you say that, and I'll keep it all totally anonymous, but I've definitely heard that Landau has been very, very effective at reaching out and helping folks in the New York comedy scene who have like issues with drugs and alcohol. And
good egg.
That's a good egg. But yeah, those guys are, I bet you with this episode, you had Bobo, a fucking Compound legend. You had Larry, you had Chrissy, you had Frank, you had me. I don't see why the people over at Compound should be showing a little more love to you guys going forward.
I've had a lot of the Compound guys on, but I think there was a little so I had Pat Oates on, and he said when I did an interview with him, he was scared to come on the show because there's a rap out there that I have people on just to fucking bash them. I haven't bashed anybody on the show. I get people on the show. They may do some bashing.
Right. You're the anti-Red Bar, bro. I'm telling you.
Fuck Red Bar. Now that I know who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I hope he sees this. I really hope that these guys clip this and get this to.
They're going to. They're already sending me messages like, when's it going to be out? And I'm like,
he could go get his projector out and fucking broadcast it on his wife's fat ass.
Yeah. Well, he would have to get the major bulb, the Epson 8350. It's $2,600. It's a big projector.
Barry Ribs, white doughy ass.
Barry Ribs did not pay his phone bill this month, so he won't be joining. I don't even know if this is the real Barry Ribs, but it sounds legit.
Cricket Wireless.
Yeah,
we should kick in like $5 each and send it over to him. And,
I'm gonna subscribe.
We got somebody on?
Huh?
We have somebody on or no?
No. Barry Ribs did not pay his phone bill. The guy that was trying to call on the show at the beginning must have hung up.
How hard is it to find a McDonald's? There's like 100,000 in the city.
Yeah, there is. I mean, who knows where he is? I mean, he may not want us to see that. He's getting in a little beef with OVO Cool Cat again on Twitter as well. It's like, fuck, man, what's going on
with that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's wild out there, boys. Anything to add?
I would say just please, if anybody out there wants to give me a follow on Twitter or Instagram, Stevie Lew Comedy, that'd be awesome. And then always please check us out. Subscribe to Compound Media, Eastside Dave Show, 7:30 every Tuesday. If you want a little taste of that, you go to the Eastside Dave TV on YouTube, and he's got some clips on there. So delicious.
Bobo, your thoughts?
I got you can always find me on my Twitter, Bobo103NYC, and I even have a YouTube account that I sometimes post videos on from time to time. Daniel Curlin on YouTube.
I'm going to subscribe to that.
Me and Bobo are actually working on some stuff that we got to keep under wraps right now.
Absolutely.
We'll let you guys know once that happens.
Please do. Nice. And if you want to get on promote or whatever you want to do, I'll subscribe to that. Paul, you came in here on fucking fire tonight. Any last words you have for any of the haters out there? OVO Cool Cat for Chance or anybody else?
I feel like this episode would have been more relevant 3 years ago with me and OVO's beef.
I mean, that's good.
But in closing, fuck OVO and Adi Klein and twitch.tv/Fenz1776.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is. Matt, you mean it was just wild what was going on over there at the beginning of the show. I'm glad you were on. I mean, I almost didn't send you the link because I saw how much fun you were having. But then I forget that I made you part of this whole thing. You can actually join anytime you fucking want.
I had
I forgot about that because
it's been a fucking wild day. Stancil was there for part of it. But you know,
wild weekend.
I'm amongst great friends all the time, and you guys are here. And the only possible thing I can tell you is that we're spreading the word about Ski Mask Collective.
I know, man, and hopefully we can spread a lot of the word over the weekend.
Yeah,
that's exciting. It's official.
And you're also going to be here when?
I land Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
fun as fuck.
Starting Friday, we're going to be raising hell in Connecticut. And Thursday night, actually, I'm going to be on Pat Dixon's show, New York Crime Report.
Good deal. Good deal.
I might see you guys down in the city, actually. I might bump into you guys down there.
We might just bump into each other. Who knows?
Yes, let's bump in, man. I need to be my first time up there. So
anyway, so that's what we got, and this weekend's gonna be fucking retarded, and
it's gonna be crazy, man.
Retarded, right?
I'm ready. I can't fucking wait.
All right, boys.
Jim, your thoughts?
Hey, that's it. Follow Stevie Lew. Follow Bobo. Follow Paul Fenz. Follow at Stancil Jim. Follow Ant Mead. Thank you, Stevie, Bobo, legends, couple legends, Paul Fenz, another legend. Thank you guys for jumping on this. That's all I have to say.
Yes, thank you guys.
The train is rolling on. You bitches. The train is rolling on.
This was such an easy show.
All you fucking want. That's what fuels us, you dumb bitch. Faggots. So keep talking shit. We'll still keep talking about you. Call in. Come and say it to our face, you pieces of shit. Bobo for mayor.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I love out of Stancil. That's why he's here. He's a funny dude. Check out the new intro video. It's pinned on my Twitter. That boat video, it couldn't have gone any fucking funnier, man. I've laughed every time I've watched that. We launched the Patreon. There's more genuine episodes on there, all right? There's no green screen, different colored ski masks. We sit down one-on-one with people, have a nice conversation. Not all the chaos. I mean, this is what we're having fun, dude. This is what we love. So if you like the show, do that. I'll send you free merch. That's it. And if you cancel Chad Zumach's Patreon and join mine for the next whatever, and you can send me how much money over the years or whatever that you contributed to Chad Zumach, I will refund you all that money.
Whoa, that's fucking dope. That's
right.
Shit. That's shots.
Yep. Okay, so that's what's going on there. And
that's not fucking with his money technically. That's not technically.
No, it's not because he launched a campaign that says unsubscribe from Brian McCarthy's Patreon, sign up for his. Listen, I got a little bit more incentive, all right? You'll get refunded and you'll get one-on-one shows. And as a Patreon, you can ask all of them. I sent them the message. You're allowed to DM me and give any kind of fucking show submissions, anything you want to see on the show. I mean, you get all that shit. So feel free to reach out as a patron. And What?
Shout out to Chrissy Mayer and Larry Bea who stopped by. Chrissy,
oh yes,
Chrissy and Larry both have shows on Compound.
Oh yeah, big fans of the show. They've done a lot of appearances on here. I mean, they're killers. Absolute. I think I'm doing Chrissy's show Monday, and hopefully I can drag one of the boys with me or both of them. I would love it. All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll do one more live show I think before Friday, and it'll be a great time. Thanks.
Thanks, boys. Thanks, Bobo. Thank everybody. Paul.
Later, boys. Love you guys.